Yeah. Wow, the sound design. And for some reason, I'm rooting for this guy. I want him to succeed in whatever he has to do. Really, really good in just a couple of minutes. There's so much character in this voiceless object. No! On my World of Warcraft cinematic journey, we've come at last to Dragonflight. Everything has led here, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us. If you're enjoying our time together, please consider checking out some of the other videos we covered on this channel, including our full World of Warcraft cinematic journey. After we make it through Dragonflight, I will be playing World of Warcraft with the community. Let us begin. Lore Masters, join me in battle once again. The time has come. 10,000 years ago. Oh, we're going back. Okay, I'm super intrigued by this.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain.
What a voice.
We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you,
It's very Greek.
the Watchers.
The Watchers. This is amazing. Really different visuals. Oh. Almost looks like
Let the
Pandora.
land slumber, hidden even from our own eyes.
Whoa.
You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then, you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us
There's a sadness.
forever.
There's a sadness to them, like going to sleep, or there's a loneliness to like the sort of facial design of the statues. Very, very nice. Very intriguing. Clearly, time has passed here. Yeah. Wow, the sound design there really almost like wind crashing into a flat surface. You know? Really nice transition. Man, there's a sadness to these guys. Oh no, did he die? Hey, even in that, there's a loneliness to sort of the expression they've given him, like a yearning. And for some reason, I'm rooting for this guy. I want him to succeed in whatever he has to do. Really, really good in just a couple of minutes. I'm rooting for him, you know? And that's impressively done. And the music too, it's okay, a hero's journey type feeling. He's the only one left, isn't he? Yeah. It's interesting that they were able to convey this feeling of loneliness early on in just a few first seconds. Great shot. And it feels very like tumultuous, but it feels very needed, whatever he's doing, this task. Whoa. His leader? And look at that right there. He's locked in. The music's ramping up, and it's okay. You can feel the urgency of his task. Come on. Did you go back to sleep? No. He's locked in. Come on. Do it. No! I love this. It's like there's so much character in this voiceless, chthonic object. But he's so human. Come on! Yes! Yes! Do it! Come on, man! No. His body. No! No! The music. Yes! Did he light a beacon? Yes! He's alive! Man, that was sad. So are they like the caretakers of the dragons? And the aqueducts?
The world is healing.
The world
But
is
her
healing.
fate is yet uncertain.
Alright. What is the civilization, Lore Masters?
Together, we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Whose voice is that? Wow. That's a really, wow. Yeah. Well done. Feels like a really fresh start, you know? It feels like a really fresh start and like the opening to a movie or something. And I will say the biggest strength for me is this guy, you know, his story here. It's like, man, you really feel for him. And this is the power of filmmaking. Like, you know, you're able to voice with music, with shot selection, composition, lensing, a little bit of expression on his stone face. You're able to voice so much in this guy. You really start to root for him and feel for him. And there's a sadness and a tragedy. You don't know anything about him. Besides, you know, he's just meant to watch over this place and do something that is unknown at the time, like light this beacon, you know. And it's just like, wow, really well done. But it just speaks to the power of art, you know, what you can tell. So let's break it down. There's a lot to talk about here and some of my favorite moments. But I do want to say, if you're enjoying our time together, make sure to subscribe, hop into our Discord. We have a teeming Discord full of World of Warcraft community. Also, if you want to choose videos for me to react to, click the join button and click the Dragoon tier. But yeah, let's look at this. Let's check it out. So there's a lot of beautiful moments. It's interesting that right at the beginning, I got this feeling of like kind of loneliness and sadness 10,000 years ago. You can see it's almost like the coloration here that they used. It feels like this kind of, you know, golden age, right? Look at the coloration. Everything's beautiful and gold, and the sun is beaming down.
Home to you, the Watchers.
So it seems to be the home of the dragons, the ancestral home they trusted. And then what happens? This is probably my favorite shot. It's just like this, feels very Greek. You know, it's just this powerful image of someone standing and, you know, looking over the infinite. So this is what's cool. You know, it's a finite being looking over the infinite, and it's just glorious. You have the clouds kind of converging on this one space of light. And this is why it's a beautiful composition. You have the highest point of contrast here. It's drawing your eye so good as a focal point, and it's very emotional. It's a very lonely image. You know, there's these rocks, but they're not people, and there's this lone figure standing looking at the infinite. It's a beautiful image.
Slumber, hidden even from our own eyes. You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
Light the beacons. Yeah, I love it. It's of course very Lord of the Rings. You know, Pippin goes and lights the beacons of Gondor. Look at this. There's the same image, but this is now. Really, really great transition. Yeah, look at it. And I love how they use sound design here. It's not overly fancy. It's just sound design, and then boom, the transition. I want to find that exact. Yeah, let's find the frame where it happens. Yeah, look at that. There's like moss growing on him, cracked, but he's not destroyed. His friends did not make it. There's even a lot of erosion. Like look at his cloth right here. He's actually gone a little bit, eroded down. His gold is tarnished, you know. And then he wakes up. The waking of the land, they said, which is kind of cool. It kind of implies that he is the land. These guys are the land. But it's interesting. you know, he has this look of sadness on his face still. His friends didn't make it. His friends didn't wake up. Very sad. But look at the coloration. There's like bioluminescent lighting here. But it has a very different feeling from when he went to sleep, right? Like the land is kind of lost. He knows what he has to do. But it's quite cool, and it's very difficult to take a, you know, a non-human subject like this with very little expression. And this is the point where I was like, I don't know what he's doing exactly. Like, obviously, you know, something about the beacon, bring us home. There's very little context, but it's like, I know it's going to be difficult from the music, you know, kind of emphasizing like a hard journey. And also they're making us root for him. You know, he's the only one left. He's got to do this task. And you can see there's another figure there that seems to also be, yeah, destroyed. And he's like, it's just him now, you know? There's a sadness. Listen to the music. He's like the last of his kind. And it's interesting because we don't know anything about his kind besides, you guys are the Watchers. And all we know is he's the last one that's alive. Yeah, you know, there's lava breaking through onto the stairs. Like, you can do this, man. He makes it up. It's awesome. Yeah. So interesting. Like, it's pretty much every World of Warcraft new cinematic has been so unexpected. Like, the only ones that were kind of in the same vein, I will say, was pretty much there was like a run of Legion, Azeroth, and Shadowlands, the first cinematic, that just, they were very similar aesthetically. They'd kind of established themselves in the look that they wanted, and of course in the sort of emotional, focused on battle, focused on honor, focused on war and intrigue. And this is just like a whole shift right here. This could be the opening to a new Disney film. You can see even there, the king, the leader of their people has fallen. And then it's like, sort of he sadly realizes, like, it's just me now. You know, I gotta do this. And then we get this great musical cue. And I love that shot through the lava, through the fire. Because it's like, you know, boom. It's like his purpose has been ignited. That's a really, really clever editing there. Love it. And then this too, it's like, oh man, there's lava, like there's a time limit here. It feels like it's quite urgent, and the device is broken, which we saw it used in the beginning. So he's kind of like, I gotta do this. But I love this part because it's like, I guess that's it. It doesn't work anymore. I guess our mission failed. And then he's like, no. And it's like, I'm not stopping. My body's cracking. I might not make it, but I gotta do this because no one else can. Like, it's so awesome. You really feel for this guy. You really feel his plight and his journey. Again, it just speaks to the power of art, you know, in a couple minutes. It's like, come on, man. Yes, do it. And there it is. The beacon is lit. Come on, man. So awesome. The music is so good. The music's fantastic, and it's ramping up, and you see this close up, and it feels final. It feels like he's not going to make it. Yes. Oh, and the respite in the music is just so tragic. So sad. And he accepts he did his purpose now. That was awesome. Yeah. And it's like, it's just a heartwarming short film, really. That's what this is. You know? It's just a heartwarming short film that kind of could stand outside of anything. It seems to fit into the canon quite well and marked a new beginning, a new journey for Warcraft. But that's it. You could present this as a short film, and it's just a nice little story. And look at the colors in the dragon. So awesome. It's like the possibilities of a new era for Warcraft. Like, okay, look at all the colors and the dragons. I want to ride one. Can I ride one too?
Together,
So cool.
we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again.
Yeah.
Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Really nice shot here. Yeah. That's a really nice final shot, dude. Let's talk about it. So, Lore Masters again, what is this? Where is this on the map? But let's not have another. We had like a 3-hour map stream where I was just looking at the Azeroth map and people were like explaining stuff to me. That was so much fun. But so explain to me where this is on the map if you guys can. It seems to be like another lost place like Pandaria. I'm not really sure. But I love this shot. We have the camera kind of track the dragon come up. Boom. But we have the camera at this lower angle. It's an angle that's kind of at the hip or a little bit lower of this stone guy. But what happens is it gives this beautiful heroic feeling shot because of the lower angle tilted up. And then we come up. We look up as if, you know, it's like you'd have to look up because he's so grand, this dragon. And then we have this guy who, you know, feels like us because we were on his journey. We were fighting for him. We came out on top, and it's just like, so awesome. And it also gives us an idea of scale because, you know, he's obviously probably bigger than a human, but, you know, you can kind of imagine yourself in his place right there and be like, wow, this dragon's huge. That's awesome. Yeah, really nice work. You can see this kind of like dragon wings on the logo and stuff. Yeah, fantastic. Like I said, this... It's just a great short film. That's it. And what a surprising place for Warcraft to go. And I assume what was happening here is after Shadowlands, they're kind of like, all right, gonna go in a different direction. And a lot of you guys said it was almost like kind of a break from the story with Sylvanas and stuff, right? So I think that's what seems to be what's happening here. It also, you guys told me it was a kind of added a lot of new gameplay things, if I'm remembering correctly. So I can totally see it's like, oh, let's build some intrigue around these dragons and how we can kind of bring them in, a new place to explore and stuff to do and maybe interact with dragons and ride them, etc. So I think it's awesome. But I very much enjoyed this. Yeah, not what I expected at all after Shadowlands. But we finished Shadowlands. If you missed it on stream recently, we finished the cinematics and it was so much fun. Later tonight, we're going to be having a celebration. 35,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for helping me hit that. Couldn't do it without you, of course. And we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff on that celebration. And of course, once we make our way through the Dragonflight cinematics on stream, the in-game ones, going to be playing World of Warcraft finally with you, the community. Blizzard has reached out to me and sent me the game. Dragonflight, we're going to be playing together. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. In the meantime, have a lovely day. Thanks for everything. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Hop in the Discord. Hit the join button if you want. I'll see you guys around town.